Welcome. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about the history is a lie. We spoke previous time about the Great Reset, the history, the mud flood, the Cabbage Patch Babies, the orphan trains, the Great Reset. They tried, but they didn't succeed. But however, the Great Reset happened. And this is why we are in the situation that we are in right now. Family, welcome. I want to welcome everyone. Welcome, fam. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let me say don't show. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about Tartaria. We're going to talk about the Great Reset. So, welcome. Just one moment, we just started. Live stream just started. Good afternoon, Just Be Real. Good afternoon. We are going to talk about the history, Tartaria, and of course, do not forget family. If you don't know your history, if you don't know where you come from, how are you going to know where you are going? The reason that humanity is like in an it's humanity is spiraling down. It's all designed. There was an event that was called the Great Reset of Tartaria. Today we are going to dive into all of it, going to explain it. I'm going to explain a few of the videos that I created. And of course, I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk also about the Atlantic Ocean that used to be the Ethiopian Sea. So we just started a live stream a few minutes, I think 2 minutes, so let's wait a little bit more before we jump in. Everyone double tap the screen, share this live stream, fam. Share this live stream. Just one moment. Let me know where you're watching from, fam. Let me know where you're watching from. Musaka Barumang. Double tap the screen, share this live stream. We're going to talk about the lost civilization of Tartaria. Just give me a few more seconds. Let me just load everything over here. Let me just load everything over here. Thank you, thank you. Let's get it to 1K. So true, brother. That's where our technology came from. Indeed, Darren. Indeed. Indeed. But we're going to dive into all of it in the live stream of today. Because one fact is we have been lied to. And for everyone that has downloaded this PDF, The Lost Civilization of Tartaria, all of us know how we have been lied to. the the thing is that I cannot mention certain names, organizations here on social media. However, however, all of it is mentioned in the PDF. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But what I can say is that, I've been listening to a sister in America, Candace Owens, and she she does she does good research. However, with this information, I think she will crack a few important codes. But just give me a few more moments and then we will dive into it. I'm checking over here because it's saying the live stream is beginning, but I don't see the live stream. So I wonder what is happening over here. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. Okay, do everyone hear me? Anyone watching, did you already download the PDF? Let me know if you downloaded the PDF. Yes, I can hear you. Just one more moment, okay, fam? One more moment. Just one more moment. Let me see over here. Refresh. I'm also opening my sheet. Yeah, I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand it anymore. Yeah, so what is happening is that let's dive into Tartaria and our history, fam. We're going to talk about the lost civilization of Tartaria. As we can see nowadays, there are a lot of videos talking about Tartaria. A few years ago, around the time of the Jews, the COVID, what happened was that a huge mass awakening started. This mass awakening led to most of the people that got the awakening, that really answered the calling, they started to do research. What they started to do is they started to doubt what the influencers were saying, what the social media was saying, what mainstream media was saying. They just started to doubt everything. This is because of the awakening. When the awakening started, people started to think critically, second guess everything. This led to support because for the first time in history, people started to say, you know what? We are going to give the truthers, conspiracy theorists, the benefit of the doubt. Let us listen and see what they have to say. And the truthers, they decided that all the videos that they create, truthers like me, we will take the articles, take the news, the legacy media, mainstream media's word, do research on it, debunk it, expose it, and pack it in a very beautiful, nice video. Normally, YouTube would not allow it. Facebook would not allow it, but TikTok was here. And TikTok was one of the reasons that prevented a great reset again. But I will come back to this because you might wonder and say, okay, why are you saying TikTok prevented a great reset? We will get to this a little bit later. So what is happening? TikTok came. TikTok gave the normal people, the critical thinkers, a chance. And because of the critical thinkers, the truthers, TikTok became interesting because there were topics like the mud flood. I don't know if you remember the Bully Slayer. The mud flood. He opened a whole can of worms for researchers. Antarctica and the ice wall. My channel, the first 200,000 followers, I gained them through making videos on Antarctica and the ice wall. It was even so that I was walking outside and someone heard my voice and he came and asked me, hey, are you the Antarctica guy on TikTok? And I said, maybe, I don't know. But there were only 3 people, me and 2 other ones, truthers again. We got the chance to bring our voice out there. If you see the Antarctica story, it became huge. Mud flood, it became huge. Why do I say that TikTok prevented a great reset? Because the awakening happened. Before 2020, it was all dance videos. And then knowledge videos. People wanted to know about it. The truthers had a way of making history attractive again, cool again. And this brought attention to everyone watching right now. But the thing is that we discovered civilizations like Tartaria that ended not so long ago. We are talking about pre-1800s. Pre-1800s. 1800s, everything changed. Between 1500 and 1800, this was the time period that they were programming, that they were resetting, that everything that needed to happen was programmed in those areas. 1500, 1800s. This is why, if you see with flat earthers, or the firmament, the maps with the firmament, the Tartaria map, I will come to it very soon. I will show you also some maps that was not out there, was hidden. What is happening? It opened a whole can of worms. Because between 1500 and 1800, everything that we know right now was planned in those areas between 1500 and 1800. However, there need to be someone to execute the plan. Yes or no, family? Because if you plan something, it needs to be executed. However, because Tartaria was so powerful, they could not do nothing. They needed to wait for the perfect storm. And you know what? The perfect storm came. This is the area of the mud flood. Family, again, I cannot be specific. I cannot say the details because there are names, organizations that I cannot mention, countries, like I made a video on the Hollywood list. But all of it is available over here on tartariaempire.com. The link is in bio. All of it. If you want to know MK Ultra, if you want to know MK Ultra, the real reason behind it, again, you need to go back to the Tartaria, the Great Reset. All of it is in this PDF on tartariaempire.com. The link is in bio. What is happening, family? The Great Reset, the mud flood. The mud flood came, but it's not only the mud flood. Let me pin over here. It's not only the mud flood, because it was a series of events. This series of events has made that a few groups of people that are still ruling today, this was the moment that they took advantage of the situation. After they took advantage of the situation, they implemented a few rules, a few game rules. And these game rules we are still obeying right now. However, if you know who they are, if you know what they did, where they stand for, they don't have power anymore. At all. Family, Bontardi. If you reach one person, you did your job well. I know. Everyone double tap the screen. Let me know where you're watching from, family. Let me know where you're watching from. Thanks, Christina. The Great Reset. Why did I say that the Great Reset happened and TikTok prevented it? Okay, I'm seeing Galaxy. I'm in New York, Ireland. Welcome. Hi, Suriname, Columbus, Ohio. Welcome, Jessica. Newkerk. Very grateful for your teaching, South Africa. My husband was the first who spoke to me about Great Reset in 2000. I married that man quickly. Finland. Welcome, Finland. Switzerland. Our Tartarians black. Stick around and I will let you know, okay? He's the golden child. Country, Guyana, Rotterdam. Beside Curacao, Rotterdam is the best city on earth. I'm Uganda. Okay, let's continue because family, wake up. listen what I'm going to tell all of you. Wake up. Wake up, okay? How do you wake up? By doing a little bit of research. Tartaria. Tartaria was stretching from east to west. It was mostly from Russia and the Americas. At a certain point, it was everywhere around the world. A little bit here, a little bit there. It was everywhere around the world. Tartaria, it was the time when there was peace. If there was no nations fighting each other, there was free energy. Now I'm paying almost 500 a month for electricity, for power. Wow, there is free energy. By the way, this PDF also has a guide, a manual to teach you how to create free power, free energy. So what is happening is first of all, Tartaria, it was a global civilization. When they talk about the Ark of Noah, my research end up telling me that the arks were part of batteries to power the collective global energy grid. This is what I believe in Kemet and you name it. What is happening? The world fairs, all of it. So fam, the same people that are in control right now knew about what was coming. Tartaria, a civilization till the 1800s, till the 1600s. Let me say it like this, because 1600s it was finished. It was a global civilization. It was a time where, thank you for the gifts, Key. Thank you. It was a time that Asians were working with black people from Africa, Russians. Matter of fact, at a certain moment, there were around 150 million black people living in Russia. A lot of people don't know that Hannibal, the general, the biggest general, was a black person. During slavery, a lot of runaway slaves, they went to Russia because Russia never had slavery, never had black slavery. So a lot of black people went to Russia for refugee because there were a lot of black people living back then. Let me just show you something before we continue. Knowledge is power. I tell you, sometimes, I don't come live because I think you can talk 1,000 times, but sometimes I believe it goes one ear in, the other out. I will show you guys something. Let me show you something. Let's see. Look, this is a small version. Like this over here. Again, you see this is page 67 of 279 from the PDF on tartariaempire.com. You see this? This is the Atlantic Ocean. All of this is the Atlantic Ocean. Right? Do all of you know the Atlantic Ocean, fam? Let me know if you know the Atlantic Ocean. It's the ocean that is separating Africa over here and America over this side. But did you know that before 1800s, when NASA changed the maps, the map of the world, change it from flat with a firmament, with a dome, into a round earth. This happened in 1846. 1846. You can Google it. You know, it's just tak tak tak, and you know it. So what is happening is that before 1800s, this over here, you see how it was called? Oceanius Aethiopicus. I repeat, Oceanius Aethiopicus. Ethiopian Sea. Over here, this map, by the way, this map also is available on tartariaempire.com. The link is in bio. Don't say I didn't tell you. This is pre-1800, so we're talking about at least between 1400 and 1800. It can even date further back, but I'm talking about known records. Are all of you with me? Go to tartariaempire.com. You will get high definition for on your wall. If you download the PDF, this one is in the PDF and way more. You see 67 out of 279. So there's only one. Over here, you see how the African brothers, you see over here, on the right side, you see the African brothers, how they are meeting the American brothers. You see, with feathers, Indians, natives. You see? But again, you need to love yourself. That's it. Let's let me, okay, so things changed, and 1800s was crucial. If you don't know about this, you will be lost. For people that are in mechanics, electricity, let me give you a metaphor. Can everyone hear me? Let me know if everyone can hear me. Because, can everyone hear me? Yes. Okay. Loud and clear. Now, people have been searching. People have been searching for a while. People have been searching for a long time. It seems like there is something missing. Your feeling tells you that there is something missing. but you don't know what is missing. You go into religion, you hop from Muslim to Christian, from Christian to Muslim to Buddha, and you end up in India as yogi. You come back to the West, you turn to Scientology. What is missing? What is this missing feeling? Something is missing. You know, something is missing. What is this feeling? For me, since I discovered this, and it has been at least 10 years that I'm doing research, even longer, way longer. Things started to link. It's just like when you have two cables laying across each other, but you don't know that you just need to connect them like this. Chling. And it will give power and everything will make sense. But if you don't know which cable to connect to which one, you will burn your fingers. It's just like, let me see, this was for men. For woman, how can I put a metaphor for woman? In nails and beauty and makeup, I don't know how to put this for woman. I hope, all respect, I hope that all of you understand me. But what I'm trying to say is, we are now dealing with the past before 1400, 1200. Let me go even more specific so you will know what I'm talking about. Let's go to the year 1226. Yeah. 1226 or 28. There was a man that called, a Catholic man that called Cardinal Hugo de Santo Caro. Listen only to the name. Let me show you the picture. One moment. Just one moment, okay? Let me see this. Oh, shoot. Let me just show you. A moment, okay, fam? Let me go into my collections. Okay, this is him. Look. You know what is nice? When you have everything. You know what is nice? When you have everything in maps, you know, and you will find it easy. Let me see the year, if the year is over here somewhere. By the way, 1580, by the way. No. This is not. This is the Rabbi bin something, because he changed the Old Testament. But what is happening is that this man over here, in the year 1248, and by the way, because of my videos, YouTube removed this image of him, and almost all of them. If you Google Cardinal Hugo de Santo Caro, you won't find almost nothing anymore, but I'm glad I have saved all of it. So what is happening is that just like King James, that we trusted blind. You stay. You will see. You will hear Fabi. So just like King James, that we trusted blind. This is the guy. He did the first revision to the Bible. In 1228, something like this, 1228, something like this. You need to Google it. Cardinal Hugo de Santo Caro. What is happening is that here is where the confusion starts. He changed it. He is the one that decided, okay, Enoch, I will remove Enoch out of the Bible because I received the Holy Ghost. I can decide what the world is going to read, yes or no, and what is going to change the world, yes or no. It's this guy, Cardinal Hugo de Santo. This what you are reading is thanks to him. Look at this guy's eye, brother. Lost. Everyone is going to follow his eyes. Okay. King James, writer of demonology. I'm glad that I'm living in this time. This is the only thing what I can say. And I'm glad I'm not a Bible expert. So I'm not a pro. I do research, but 1 + 1 is 2. That's it. I'm not going to make things complicated for myself. Let's continue. Tartaria, the lost civilization. Again, this is, by the way, version 8. And version 10, it's fully finished. But version 8 is packed. 276. Was this guy a good guy or bad guy? Look at the results. So, I was talking with a dear one of mine, and she said to me, you know, with all those religions, with all those religions on earth, knowing everything the best, you would think that the world will be a very beautiful place. Right? But hey, I'm not attacking. Why? Because it's not my territorium. This is my territorium. This over here is my territorium. Or a few more things, but we have been walking with a feeling, thank you, bro, of we miss something. People have been searching, but what was it? What was the missing link? I believe, I know this PDF, this knowledge over here, it will change how you look at the world. Tartaria is wild. You can get the PDF over here, tartariaempire.com. Over here down you can read it, tartariaempire.com. Go get your PDF, family. Go get it, because most of the things that I talk about right now, it's a fraction. It's literally a fraction. There are maps, there are images, there is a lot. There is a lot in the PDF. Go get it. Go check it, because there are things that I cannot mention. I cannot mention names. Like the Hollywood list. Is it strange? that the orphans are connected to Hollywood. Is it strange? Family, double tap the screen, share the live stream. Thank you for the gifts, by the way. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the gifts. Thank you for it. And the likes, the shares. Do anyone have a question? What language did Tartarians speak? Tartarians had multiple languages. Let me explain a little bit. Let me just explain this. Tartaria, there was no difference between now and back then. The only difference was that the boundaries. To give you an example, if you look at almost all the images of the past of Jesus, of the apostles, cardinals, or you name it from back then, what do they all have in common? All those paintings, mushrooms. We always see mushrooms. So what is happening is that there were the languages that were spoken were all different languages, ancient languages, but they were different languages. Like in Russia, they had different languages, different language. In America, they had different language. Like we are familiar with what the Indians call native, Latin, what Latin, but the older version of it. So it all counted. So nothing is different except boundaries, regulations. People were free in those times. Who helped Russian language develop? It came from Africa, brother. What is happening is that this is why the Russian language has the little bit of click in it, the click a little bit. This is because back then, like I said before, Russia didn't was not in the black slave trade. And back then, there were allegedly around 100 million plus black people living in Russia, and there was a close trade relation between Russia, America, Africa, and China and Asia. So, and this is why if you look at the languages of those nations, there is always a little bit from each other in the languages. Do anyone have a question, fam? Again, the lost civilization of Tartaria. It is over here, tartariaempire.com. Family, all of it is over there. All of it. Let me see. Double tap the screen. First one ever spoke about earth shape is Aristotle, and I'm going to be honest, George, I don't know if this is a question or you are making a statement, a claim, but my version is a different version. they didn't come with they didn't come with nothing. Why? Because we are dealing with a lot of borrowed culture. Oh, okay. What about all the other manuscripts from the Bible? Who took them out? So what is happening is the mud flood. By the way, family, if you want to learn more about those esoteric teachings, um, Kemetic app has a lot of it, a lot. A ton of courses. It's a university with a lot of those courses from Merkaba activation. It's a lot. There are a lot. So check it out. Let's continue, fam. Anyone question about Tartaria, the Great Reset, the mud flood? The mud flood happened. There are a few things that you need to ask yourself. Around the world, there was a mud flood. Where did all the mud come from? Because I can guarantee you there are countries that don't have this amount of mud to cover 5 stories high, 10 stories high buildings. So what is happening, fam? I can't find the PDF, please. It's here, tartariaempire.com. Its link is in bio. The link is in bio, family. Okay, I'm going to take 1 minute because I want everyone watching right now. This is essential. Let me just show you guys a little bit. Do you guys know what they found under the pyramid? Yeah, but I have been talking about this at least 15 years now. Let me just, everyone go download the PDF. The link is in bio. Tartariaempire.com. Just 1 moment, okay? I will just show you guys. Okay, we just spoke about, let me see, the map. You see, this is 67 out of 279. This is a pre-1800s map. Pre-1800s map. All from Tartaria age time. Okay, let's go further. Let me show you. Let me show you more. Let me see what more. What more? This over here. Let me do this one. Let me see. Let me go into Hollywood. I will read. This is 33 out of 260. Let me just read a little bit, okay? This part, this chapter is a small part of the orphan trains part, the children of the reset. Hollywood, let's read, okay? Hollywood and the orphan influence and manufacturers. Let me 1 moment, okay, bro? Okay, Hollywood and the orphan influence, a manufactured dream world. Hollywood is more than just entertainment. It's a machine for cultural programming, shaping the beliefs, emotions, and values of billions. Many of Hollywood's most iconic actors and entertainers were orphans, which begs the question, were these individuals chosen, shaped, and directed to fulfill a larger agenda? Family, we grew up with the American dream. We grew up with the American dream. The whole world want to go to America. You see how people, it doesn't matter if they survive the trip, yes or no, as long as they can get to America. However, I made a video on this, on the Hollywood. How an insider say that it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone at all. And it makes all of it makes sense. And let's continue. United States, no, not America, the corporation United States. Let's continue. Here are 10 famous Hollywood actors, musicians, and entertainment icons who were orphans. Marilyn Monroe changed the world. Was like the Kardashians of back then, right? Was an orphan. Ray Charles, the famous Ray Charles fam. The famous Ray Charles, orphan. Look, Babe Ruth, Steve Jobs, orphan. John Lennon, and you know who more? Look, Malcolm X, orphan. You know also who was an orphan? Presidents, most of them, they were orphans. The list continue. Is it a coincidence? Is it an accident that the same time the world was being shaped? What they were showing us, this is what everyone wanted to become. Everything is connected. I can't go too deep. You see, if I only open this PDF, you see. Look at this, one more. Hey fam, listen, family, go download the PDF. You remember how we grew up with orphan movies and series? Annie was one of them. It's all connected. Everything is connected. The bells, everything is connected, fam. Everything is connected. One moment. Link in bio. Suchi. Link in bio. Yeah. A lot of brainwashed people walking around, but it can be broken by educating. They need to educate themselves. That's it. Anais, thank you for the rose, Anais. Thank you. And what is happening is that when you know about this Tartaria, you will be able to link pre-1800, 1800s till now. You will be able to link it and everything will make sense. Tesla, I saw someone naming Tesla. Tesla, all he invented was from Tartaria, because just like we millenniums right now, we are the last ones that are connecting the old world, black-white television, or no television at all with technology AI. We are the people that can say, one moment, yeah, we are the people that can connect it and bring it to the youth in a way that it will help them develop or destroy them. Family. Again, here you can go download it. Pixie, thank you, Pixie. Thank you for joining my team. Thank you. Here you can download it, tartariaempire.com. You can learn about it. Learn about it because it's important. The orphan thing the orphan period was a pandemic. After you go through this Tartaria PDF, you will realize orphans, it was a pandemic. It was a pandemic. This was a pandemic, the orphans. We grew up with orphan houses everywhere. It was such a pandemic that I know that maybe 50% of you watching right now must have family members, elder that were orphans. Go ask your grandma if they were orphans. This was a pandemic, but it's all linked. It's all linked. Perry, do you want to come? Can you come live? Tell us what you remember. Thank you, love. A lot of love for you, love. Yes, my grandfather in the 1800s. Come live. Who wants to come live? Perry, come live and talk about it. Explain, let us know what you heard. It's important. Kiki, do you have a story to share with us? Just join the live. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not a person that will put anyone on the spot, okay? After World War II, they said there were many orphans left. Download. Go to this website, tartariaempire.com. Link is in bio. So if you press my profile picture here somewhere, go to my profile, you see the link in bio. It will explain everything. People was awakening, that's why they had to do the several reset. Yes and no. Like I said, is that this time it was I cannot mention names. That's the thing that makes it a little bit hard to explain it, but download this, tartariaempire.com. You will get it. But what I can say is that there was a huge fight. The Civil War that happened in United States, Britain, Ireland, and you name it, all of it was part of the fight for Tartaria. Everyone double tapped it. Hey, Yvonne, I got your ebook last night and I'm loving it. It's a good one, right? Yvonne, add a review, okay? Add a review. Yeah. It's, Yvonne, let me tell you something, Yvonne. And what I'm going to tell you is the same. I have the same, it has the same effect on me. So when I do research and I create a video, the ebook is available via, it's a PDF, tartariaempire.com. I make a video, sometimes I make a video, I do research. I create a video, and when the video is finished, before I upload it on TikTok and other social medias, what is happening is that I watch it. And a lot of the videos, I watch it and I say, shoot, this can't be real. It's impossible that this is real. I did the research myself. I created the video. Before I created the video, I double check, triple check, so I know for sure that when I come hard. I come hard. My knowledge is solid, as sound free can be. I double check, triple check, quadruple check before I create the video. When I create the video, sometimes I check, I say, this can't be true. I can't upload this video because this can't be true. I go back, do research again a few times to confirm if this is true. Yes or no, the video. And then I realize it is what it is. When I'm creating videos on this Tartaria PDF, because I started creating this like 3 years ago. Yes, 3 years I started with it. First, the smaller version, the short version that I created, a guy embodied Celestial. He kept asking me for it. And I said, okay, we will put it on your website. This guy made a banger and never came through. So I thought, let me take some years the time and create it bit by bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. Add all the information that I had, go out, see for myself, take pictures so I can add them in the PDF, like the mud flood that you see, buildings with windows sticking just above the ground level. What is happening, fam? Every time that I need to dive into this PDF on tartariaempire.com to create video, it always shocked me how a fool all of us has been as humanity. That it was all the time in our face, but we believed some people that had beautiful smile and they fooled us. They just fooled us, and they will continue fooling everyone watching right now that don't have this knowledge. I just saw someone come, the Lost Civilization this, Don't even know. Never heard of it. 1800s. Fluoride, toothpaste. The thing that is calcifying our pineal gland. Distancing our intuition away from the nature. All invented in 1800, 1802 or 1803. You can Google it. But it's in 1800. Till the day today, we are using the same chemical poison thing that got introduced in 1800. Me either, I don't use it anymore. Education system. The same thing that was being taught in the 1800s, because it started in 1800 and 1817 up to 24 with the guy Horace Mann. He's the one that pushed it throughout the world. The education system never changed. The kids that are going to school right now are still learning the same things as we did back then, our grandparents, or great-great-grandparents, and I wonder if they will change it. My kids are still getting the same education as what I got 30 years ago, 25 years ago. So fam, it's all up to you now. He gave people Family, anyone a question? Osaka security. Scene 2. Thank you. Did you already download the TartariaEmpire.com PDF? This one. Very interesting. There are also maps. There is a Tartaria journal, notebook on TartariaEmpire.com, the Ethiopian map, but the good one that you can hang on your wall. There are a bunch of things over there. Let me know where you're watching from, fam. Let me know where you're watching from. And now they're coming back. Finally, we are going to change the facility. Hey, bro. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm seeing UK. I'm seeing Austria, Vienna, South Africa. Is the ancient civilization coming back to straighten out everything? Canada. Bro, I don't think so, because we are now busy cracking the code. And maybe you guys believe it or not, but after you went through this PDF, you don't need any change ancient. South Africa, let me see. Nederland, Yvonne, London, Roman, Belgium. Bird asks, are you religious? Flo asks, dive into hieroglyphics if you have the genetics to see. Everything will fall into hieroglyphics. This is a video or a live stream on its own. But however, Flo, we need to dive into this, because you sound like You have a few things to tell the world. From South Africa, welcome. Guyana, Denmark. Let me see. Detroit, upstate, Niagara Falls. Boom. Just went to check the website. I'll take time to go through it. Love, take your time. Take your time, love. Take your time, love. Wolfgang, Amsterdam. Everything is written in the stones, bro. Everything is written in the stones. On atomic level, on nuclear level, on DNA level, on gene level, blood level. It was always here and will always be. In water. We only need to know how to read it like how we read a book. That's it. Steffi, Nederland. They want to shatter knowledge. They want to. But it's not possible anymore. Alem, Ethiopia. Hey, Ethiopia, listen, Ethiopia. You guys have some greatness in you, sir. You guys have some greatness in you over there. Ancient, and you guys are... What are you guys doing, guys? And sisters and brothers. You guys have greatness in you, man. Oh, Atlantic Ocean named after you and shit. You're back. Yeah, but I have been alive for a while right now. Dawn, Cobra, South Africa, Namibia. I want to visit Namibia. I want to visit Ethiopia. I want to visit a bunch of places, you know? A bunch of places. Yes, but something happened. After you download this Lost Civilization of Tartaria, things will become clear, brother. Nothing seems what it is. I'm going to Namibia next week for a show, then sightseeing. Boom, Don Cobra. For a show, that sounds good. Thank you for a resource. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, everyone, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate all of you. I will come live one of these days again. I think in 2 days. Or in 3 days. I'm from Curaçao. Curaçao. Curaçao is in the Caribbean. Curaçao was Curaçao, Trinidad, Aruba, Bonaire, Haiti. They were the original, the first Caribbean, first that were named Caribbean. And the whole area, what is called Caribbean right now, is called Greater Antilles and Lesser Antilles. Again, some brain messing around. Curaçao, Aruba, Bonaire, Curaçao, we are in a magnetic zone that only 2 places on Earth has it. That's the barrier at Fiji, somewhere over there. There is a barrier, a magnetic barrier, that you have a different kind of fauna one side, a total different kind of fauna the other side. We are also in a same kind of barrier. This is why we are the only islands that are dry. Yeah, it's so interesting. Ever want to come visit South Africa? I want to visit South Africa, but you know, I don't really know people in South Africa. I know a sister. I know a sister over there, but um, she's like very famous, I believe, in movies and series and things. So I think she don't even have normal time for herself. You know me now. Send me a message. A little bit of water. Planet is so big. People don't know how big. That's another thing. So when I was doing the Antarctica series around 4 years ago, some 4 years, I realized that the planet that we are living on is way bigger than we think it is. Way, 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 way bigger. I believe maybe even it would not surprise me if it would be 100 times bigger. Family, I'm going to leave, and soon I will come live again. I don't know when, but perhaps in 2 days. Tomorrow I will go live on Facebook. Yeah, Flow. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Tomorrow I will go live on Facebook. Why did they release just now the info about deep structure under the pyramid? Um, it's not the government, none of those. It's an private company. And now you see that because of a lot of private people, can accumulate a lot of money, millions, you know. Some, I know people that made within 3 months more than 1 million, more than 1 million. So it's very easy now to make money and do research yourself. You don't need the government anymore. We can build rockets ourselves, right? We can build cars ourselves. We don't need to have a fancy business education to start a business. The world has changed, and way more will come out. Way, way, way more. Like the tunnel systems that are beneath the pyramids, that stretches everywhere. Okay, family, I'm leaving. Um, I will see all of you soon, okay? I will come soon to South Africa, Don. Send me a message, okay?